Wednesday, January 10th. We got a full slate of NBA today. We're restarting the Latter Day Challenge. We're on day 2. We skipped yesterday due to Taco Tuesday. A quick recap of Taco Tuesday. We hit 1 of 2. Unfortunately, Balo Banchero didn't come through on his fantasy, but Emmanuel quickly did come through on Taco 2. We're waiting for Taco 3's pair, which I think will be a Saturday game. Most likely it's going to hit, so we will profit definitely on the 2 of 3 of the tacos. But let's get started today. My top 2 picks, and I'm going to go first one is going to be Jamal Murray, and I'm going to be taking his fantasy score. It did get bumped to 40 now. It was at 39.5. I was able to get it at 40 before I started this video. Hopefully you guys get it at 40, and most likely it's going to get bumped closer to game time. That's my top pick for today, Jamal Murray's fantasy. And I'm going to be pairing it with John Collins. There were several other options as well, which I included on my 5-man. But for this one, you got 2 options. You can take his points or his fantasy or his PRA. I'm going to be taking his points at 13 just for the push equity. His fantasy, he is 5 for 5, I believe, in his past 5. And his past 10, he actually has gone over 9 of those past 10. He does have a tough matchup against Denver. It might be a blowout, but still, John Collins should still get the minutes. So I'm going to be targeting his points since he's been averaging 15 or more. So that's my top 2, and that is my day 2 of the Latter Day Challenge. So let's head on over for the 5-man and my top 5. And this one's due with the help of DG Fantasy, and it's going to be Benedict Mathurin. He is at 27. This morning he was at 26.5. I still like it. I think he's going to get in the low 30s against this one. Tyrese Halliburton is out on this game, so I think Benedict's going to have plenty of options to get his fantasy. You can do it on assists, rebounds. He is a guard and forward, so I think you'll have plenty of options, especially against a weak team against the Wizards. So I'll be taking him as my over in my first leg. Second one I'll be taking is Sadi Bay, and he's been cashing for us for the past 2 weeks when we take his rebounds or his rebounds and assists. We usually take it at 7.5. It is at 8. I still like it. I think he's going to get double digits. Joel Embiid is not playing, which I like this matchup for Sadiq Bey. He should get plenty of rebounds, probably dish in 2 or 3 assists, but I think he's going to go well over this 8. So I'll be taking the more on that. If you want to look at his past 5, he has gone over 4 of the past 5. So with Joel Embiid out, I think him and Clint Capella should get all the rebounds. Next up, I'm taking is another rebounds prop. It is Jordan Clarkson, and I'll be taking his rebounds and assists. And for him, there are several options you can take. His points and his fantasy are great. I did take his fantasy on another slip I did. But for this one, I want to be taking his rebounds and assists. He's been averaging double digits as well. So you can see his past 10. Actually, his past 10. He's gotten over 8 of those 10 on rebounds and assists when it's at 7 or higher. So I'll be taking the over on that. And I got one more for rebounds and assists. And it's actually RJ Barrett. And for him, he also has several options just like Jordan Clarkson. You can take his points, his rebounds, his PRA, his fantasy score is great. But I'm going to be taking his rebounds and assists. He got this on his last game. He got over 10 rebounds alone. So you can see he had 15 against the Lakers. He is going against the Clippers. Should have the same opportunities. I think he'll regress from 15, but I still think he's going to get double digits in this. So I'll be getting RJ Barrett. His production has actually been going up ever since he did get traded. So I'll be taking the more. But you can't go wrong with his fantasy score or his rebounds prop alone. I don't like it because it did get bumped. It was at 4.5 earlier this morning. It's all the way to 5.5. So it's a big reason why I'm taking his rebounds and assists. And my last one will be a fantasy score. And I'm going to go back to Kobe White. He was in a slump for a while, but he was a wagon at the beginning of the season, especially in points and fantasy score. And for this one, I'll be taking his fantasy score. His points is on another slip that I made, but I'm going to be taking his fantasy score here. His production is back up to his usual 40s. Going against Houston should be a good game. I don't think it'll be a blowout. So I think Kobe White should get that fantasy score. So those are my top 5. You guys can mix and match. Pick your favorite. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate the support. I'll see if I can get out a college basketball video. I see there's a lot of value today. So I'll try to get that out as soon as possible. See you guys in the next one.